I wanted just to ask you, do you think it's harder for Black women to get work in the theater, or is it easier? Or
Well, it all depends on what theater you're talking about. Um, it's harder in life, but that's our life, so we might as well have taken it on now. Living in the world, not just in America, but even in the world as a Black woman was harder, is harder. That's been our legacy. But at this point, I want our younger people not to have it as an albatross, that this is something that, okay, that is, but we've moved on for that. We're not having any chips on our shoulder at this point, because that's not living, and we are determined to live. So we're woke, we're ahead of it. Yeah, it's harder if you want commercial theater, if you want the Broadway theater. First of all, because you have to look at the package. If the package is a Black show, or if it's a Black person in another show, I used to call it the dominant culture, but they're not the dominant culture anymore. Then, if it's in a show of a different community, then yeah, it's harder, because not only in the politics of now are they trying to erase us, it's not so much an erase as it, for a lot of people, it's just that we're not considered, that we're not in their thought process that way, that you should be included, which is why DI was important, because we made ourselves included, in a way that made you aware of it. It's
yes,
harder that way, yes, but Pearl, they're the only people in Pearl's play are Black women, and we have several playwrights. The only people in Purpose are Black people. And Brandon won everything in the commercial theater. He won it all. So we just need the people writing it, and then we just need to inhabit it, because the venue itself becomes less important to me. I think that, Broadway, when I was coming up through the ranks, that was not even like the dream. We were off Broadway at the New York Shakespeare Festival and the Public Theater, and Joseph Papp had built such an interest in the communities for us to just, and Woody King, rest in peace, Woody, but he gave us the space
mhm,
to do our own thing, and we have to not be afraid of that. Terrell has what is ostensibly a white theater at the Geffen, but he has brought in, and he's bringing in a new day. It's the dawning of, oh no, let's include all of these plays. And what's coming up in the coming season at the Geffen are several African American pieces, and he has done that since he's been there. So it's going to take someone just stepping forward and doing it. And for Black women, we don't live, we can let people try to change what our life is by telling us how hard it is. We know how hard it is. Hell, we live it. But we can't make that our raison d'etre. That's not how we're going to get through it. We're going to get through it, like Toni Morrison said, by doing the work. We just wake up, and we got work to do. We can't start thinking about what people are not going to give us. We're going to think about what we're going to take for ourselves.
I understand. Thank you for that. I'm going to switch a little bit around. I read this morning that Rosamund Pike, an actress,
I know who Rosamund is. Hmm.
had to call out someone for using a cell phone. And it just feels like a very 21st century, problem. I wanted to know what your thoughts are on that and how that.
You mean she called them out for using a cell phone while she was doing the play?
Yes, yes. And I
Patty LaPone, Roger Robinson. A lot of people have had to do that. I don't
yes,
understand. Um, I don't understand what people don't understand. that a play is different from a film. You shouldn't even do it in the movie theater because you can see the light in the dark. It's distracting when you're on the stage because you can see it. You may think that you're so engaged in what it is you're doing with the lines and the revelation of the play that you don't see it, but you are at a critical point. You're on like 99 queued up, so everything is in your periphery, everything is in front of you, so a light comes on and you immediately see it, and it's distracting and it's disrespectful. So whether or not you stop and deal with it, that's up to the actor. And I don't have either way. I'm good with it either way. I'm good with you moving on and just but you do react. There's a reaction that because you see it, you know what I mean? So it's not like you can unsee it.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
see it. So something inside of you is like sidetracked for a millisecond, even if you don't deal with it. And the fact that if you're saying she stopped someone, she's not the only one who's done that. And yeah, because it's disrespectful and it's distracting. And when I'm in the audience and it happens and it's around me, oh, I'm quick to jump on and say, could you put that away?
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And we're staying on the stage for a moment. Have you had time to see any Broadway plays?
I had to because I'm vice chair of the American Theater Wing. So I came in on my crutches. Let me get on the cross. I came in to, first of all, to honor Woody King at his memorial. I had to speak for that. And I got to see several of the plays because I have to vote. In fact, I'm voting today. Um, I didn't see as many as I wanted to, so I won't be able to vote in all the categories, but I saw a lot. I saw Joe Turner, I saw Giant, I saw Lost Boys, I saw Fallen Angels. Um, I know I'm forgetting something,
No, that's
but
okay.
oh, I saw Proof.
Okay.
I saw all the black plays. So I saw Ballisters, Kenny Leon Ballisters. Oh, yeah.
Okay. All right.
Did
Um,
you? Have you?
I haven't seen anything. I wanted to see Lost Boys for one, but hopefully I'll see something soon. I'm on the West Coast, so I haven't
Oh,
really
yeah, because
done.
things are going to close. Um, well, Ballisters, Proof, Joe Turner.
Yep, yep,
Okay. Okay.
yep. No, I know, I know. I haven't, but I've wanted to. It's such a pleasure to be back talking about theater. It's been a while, actually, for me as a writer, as a
Oh, so if well, do right, but if you're on the West Coast, then you really should hopefully be supportively engaged with Terrell over at the Geffen Playhouse because
yeah,
they could
yeah.
use it.
I've supported and been a part of going to review things there for quite a while. So yes. Um, so one more thing, I'm going to bring
Okay.
in your husband just for a moment, just for fun. He is funny. I've met him on the red carpet and stuff. And so I just kind of wanted to know what he thinks and what he's thought about your career. Does he give any advice? Does he just look at you when you shine and get nominated for Tonys and just go, this is wonderful?
He is, you know what? Let me tell you, my husband is very practical. And if you know him, then he's basic. He's like basic man. How much is this going to cost me? That is his main thing. First of all, his whole thing is look, you know, I, your working costs me money because you don't make enough money for for you to sustain yourself. Just keep remembering that, when you're negotiating, when you're a great agent or negotiating your contract, just say, oh no, my husband already thinks this is going to cost him because it does. He's like, how much is this going to cost me now? He is overjoyed that I have something to do other than him but he requires that I am definitely still doing him. But he is like, what am I eating? Where's my this? So this is so great that he is working right now, that we're working at the same time. That's when it's like golden, because when it's not, then I have to like figure it out. You know what I mean? A lot during Purpose, he was shooting, then he wasn't shooting. So he came to New York. I would have to leave work, come home, make sure the dinner's there to this, because he's old school basic. He is like, what, I don't want to figure out the food. I want to figure out how we're going to have a roof over our head. That's what I'm doing. And you figure out the food. So I'm like, okay, just let me, I'll be there. So I tell people I'm tired, you know. He thinks it's the greatest thing since cheese, though, that
Yeah.
I do all of this, because that's how we met. You know, we met working.
Yes.
So I, I know he's overjoyed. Even when he bitches about it, he is like, okay. Or he'll say, no, no, she's working.
I
Because
love.
he's always working.
Yes, yes, yeah, he is. He's a very funny person, professionally, and when you meet
Girl,
him and do interviews with him on the carpet, he's very funny. Yeah.
he's something.
But anyway, I have enjoyed this, and I thank you so much for
I
all of this
thank you.
insight. You know, this is for Theater Mania. They love you, and
I love them. So tell everyone over there, hello, hello, hello. And yes, I will be back.
okay, I will. Thank
God
you.
bless you. Thank you. Have a great day.
You too. Thank you.
Bye.
Bye.